Yeah, and we will talk about the this morning press conference. Foolishness, a lot of garbage, but I want to say to them, congratulations, because you have done what you set out to do, is to confuse the Jamaican people about what is going on. When you're going to talk to the Auditor General, Pamela Monroe Ellis, who have done a proper job over the years, and who are you to be coming and directing the lady what to do? We're talking about the KASMC, if I'm getting it correctly. Yes. We are talking about the $63.3 million that was allocated for the 10 houses. Yeah, we want to know about that. Stay on topic. You're talking about mix-up, chit for chat. We want to know who are those investigative bodies. The credible, why you can't name them. That is what the people want to know. Who are those bodies that are doing the investigation? So when we hear them come and talk about...
But he him answer, you know, Jamaica.
Say JLP.
Yeah, him say, when the gentleman asked him who are the investigation, him say, when the gentleman asked him who are these two persons conducting the investigations into the matter, him said number one, the Jamaica Labour Party and civil. So he couldn't be specific because, in my opinion, I don't think there is nobody doing an investigation. I think them just come up with something to say them and investigate. How can the Jamaica Labour Party, who authorized the Jamaica Labour Party, are more things than them party if investigate than the PNP, worse the KCMC, were in a power a few months. Why him never investigate Federal down there for 8 years? And now that's where be in it for a few months. Them want to investigate them. Continue your Jamaica, because me just get more upset. Continue, sir. Turn on your microphone.
Yes, that is my point. Exactly so. Who are those bodies that are doing the investigation? That is what we want to do. Stick on topic. We don't want to go to Clarendon or anything. We understand all of that. We're talking about corruption. You come out and talk about corruption. Let us know the transparency. What is the transparency? Who are these bodies? That is my point about the whole argument, what they want to have. We want to know who is investigating who and where do we move from there. So this is a call to the People's National Party. The Labourites are going to come out here and muddy the water all the time. You must engage with stakeholders and you must come and address these things. And you saw they come out very strong and asking for resignation of Dr. Dayton Campbell. Why isn't the PNP coming out strong and asking for the resignation of both Delroy Chuck, the Prime Minister, and also the Finance Minister, for not addressing about the Grace McLean issue, the $124 million that is missing. And she said that it's not missing. There's no missing money. Before Nigel Clark leave office, he had said it's supposed to be surcharge and more investigation for somebody to be held accountable. This year is going to be the last year before it is going to be that we cannot charge anymore. I forgot that statute of limitation. That means, so what about that money? Why isn't that money lost? Can't find, thief, chop. These are the things that the PNP must come out as well, because the Labourites are coming out with them propaganda. And if you tell a lie over and over and over, it becomes the truth.
That's right.
So we want to know, why aren't the PNP engaging with stakeholders to break down the information to the public? We cannot play a nice game. We have to tell it like it is and keep it respectful. You understand? So it is a call to action for the People's National Party. The election is upon us, and the JLP will do whatever they can to muddy the water. What their strategy is in Adre is to create so much confusion that it turns off people from taking part in the election. So they know that there is a 40% of the Jamaican people. So you have 30% voting for the JLP, that is a core, 30% for the PNP, and then you have that on top percentage of 40% of the Jamaican people, which they are appealing to make to have people not wanting to take part in the election. So it is a call to action for the People's National Party to engage with the stakeholders like you and I and many other people, Uncle Award, other people who are coming out here and speaking for the Jamaican people. We must have a structured system, right? So that we can ensure that we provide transparency, integrity, and accountability to the Jamaican people. That is my point. Don't let them confuse people.
Blessings, my brother. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Dr. Cole, just before me make a talk, me know Jay have to go shortly. So me make Jay come in, and then after Jay, you come in, Dr. Cole. Jay, you are going. Morning.
Morning, comrades. Morning, Dre.
Wagwan.
Boy, bless up, bless up. So I have a few things to say and then I'll jump off because watching the press conference kind of solidify certain things in our camp. One is that Dayton Campbell and Mark Golding is doing a very good job.
Yeah.
And that is, and people don't throw stone at people don't throw stone at empty tree. That's one thing.
When you say the fruits them ripe.
Fruits ripe. So the Labour them have to try bring down Dr. Dayton Campbell because they know that he is the weapon of mass destruction in the Jamaica Labour Party camp. That's one thing. Because there's no way after 1 week the JLP is going to have a press conference, a paid press conference to talk about solely Dr. Dayton Campbell. If you listen to that, I was so appalled that the JLP paid to have a press conference to talk about a WhatsApp conversation.
Yeah.
Just think about it. A WhatsApp conversation is what the JLP had to pay RJR and all of those places that carry that boring. I mean, I don't even know what it is.
So true.
It just goes to show that Dr. Dayton Campbell is actually creating damage in the Jamaica Labour Party, and I want to say big up to Dr. Dayton Campbell, and we are standing with you.
Yes.
The other thing, I want you to look at the people who are at the press conference. The Jamaica Labour Party, we know, is a party of big shot. When see anybody of substance that was sitting there talking?
None. Mashmouth, Currency, and Morrison, and the one from Central Kingston when they know a head from in foot.
Absolutely nobody from the JLP leadership was there, which means something is wrong. It means that there is some form of disagreement or some form of whosoever is advising them something wrong.
Yes.
Because there's no way that you can have a big corruption case as this. And when you look on the platform, one dibby, mash mouth, fake lady, and one man when don't really have no much sense, and big slabberdash, arcade barrel, Moreland, and way more name. I talk about this level of corruption that you think is so grave, and so I got to bring down the PMP and you have them little dibby I talk about it. Come on, man. The people who talk about the corruption, it's worrisome, and it goes to show that the Jamaica Labour Party is desperate and they're trying to find anything to stick. And the next point I want to raise, when you talk about 300,000, you talk about 2,000 US dollar. No, we know that 2,000 US dollar can't even, it can't do nothing.
True.
And the Jamaica Labour Party under Michael Holness, $3 trillion was missing, and I don't hear a member of the Jamaica Labour Party nor nationwide news ama that matter in the way that the Jamaica Labour Party come out to talk about 300,000. $3 trillion was missing from the public purse over a period under the Jamaica Labour Party, and nobody now talk about that. But we are talking about something that happened in a WhatsApp group and who said I was 17.
But JU, initially, it was $15 million, and the $15 million never stick. So you tell me, say, them are going to resort now to 300,000?
2,000 US dollar.
Mighty God.
First, the Jamaica Labour Party pay around $2.8 million for a press conference this morning. To talk about 2,000 US dollar under the PMP watch. So it goes to show that there is some level of desperation. Honestly, I never thought that this was going to be the topic of the press conference. I thought they were going to talk about the plans and all of the organization that they have been doing and all of that. I never know that the whole conference was to talk about Dayton Campbell, which shows that Dr. Campbell and the PMP is creating havoc within the Jamaica Labour Party. I want to talk to those who are listening in, who is neutral and don't know who to vote for. I want you to look at the two parties and look at them coming to talk about WhatsApp messages and voice note, 70 minutes voice note, and who said what and who said what. And look at the other party who we have evidence from the Integrity Commission who did investigation into the Prime Minister's financial affairs.
Yes.
And we have hardcore evidence of a man who used charity money to buy financial assets.
Yes.
We have a man who have 28 bank accounts, who misappropriate public funds and cannot verify his source of wealth.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Take charity money and buy stocks and bonds.
Talk about that. We talk about a vice note about $2,000. We are talking about a prime minister who has hundreds of millions of dollars, and when the Integrity Commission investigate him, he cannot verify the source of wealth. Isn't that a problem? So those who are sitting on the fence and talk about the 300,000, talk about the Prime Minister's source of wealth that they are not talking about. And let me tell you something, and I have good source. There are many people in the Jamaica Labour Party who is ashamed of the Prime Minister today, but they cannot talk about it.
Yes.
Many people in the Jamaica Labour Party who don't agree with what the Prime Minister is doing, but they cannot talk about it because they know that it is wrong. But because of politics, they cannot speak about it. So those who are listening and you don't decide who to vote for, the choice is clear. There is only one party on this ballot who will move Jamaica forward, and that is Mr. Clean Hands and a Pure Heart, Mark Bowling. And I end my sermon right here. God bless you. No. Big up yourself, Jay.
Yeah, big up yourself, my brother. Stay safe, manners and respect every time. Dr. the Most Honorable Orin Cole, your time, Uncle. Turn on your microphone, please. Welcome.
Good morning to those on the Far You page, those are in the chat, and those on the panel.
Yes.
Why, if I'd have another instrument, I'd have play one song from Peter Touch. And me can just give you this song in my head. When he say, oh, but leave the words them back, oh, water. So that gentleman, what his name? Marlon what?
Marlon Morgan, a.k.a. Big Back.
No man, feeling back no big. We back him up, man. Tell him back him up. Nobody in the Jamaican Labour Party have any morals to call upon nobody in Jamaica to resign.
Yes.
None. We have a liar Prime Minister who came out and lied to the public that him search far and wide. And him never find nothing. When after, alright, him say never know. But after him, when still never come back and say nothing, as can to him. Him still play it out for 1 year. That's one. Two, we have a Prime Minister that each time him open his mouth, it's like a volcano spewing out lava. But instead of lava, is lies. Just the other day he came out and said for 30 years, no major road infrastructure take place. That's a lie. We talk from the Grill Point to Port Anthony. We talk about the highways them. We talk about the widening of the Mandela, not the Mandela, the Marcus Garvey, the 3 Mile, the Constant Spring Road upgrade. That's a lie. But come we move now. And Mr. Morgan, when you can look on your Prime Minister and say the office that you have hold has been tainted by you, so you have to leave, then you can tell anybody to resign. It is up to people like me and other people who are called out corruption when anything go wrong to said, Swaby, you have to go. You don't have that power. You don't have that morals. Now, nationwide say that two investigated body. Is either the FID or MOCA should be leading those investigations. We don't hear nothing from the FID nor MOCA. And when the journalist asks him, can you name them? The first name jump out time out. The Jamaica Labour Party. I heard that. Mr. Morgan, this morning, the Jamaican people want to ask where that money come from to put on this circus.
Press conference. $1 million to put it on. Yes, 20 minutes.
And why the press conference cut when questions start to ask of you?
Yes.
The feed go down.
No transparency.
Mr. Morgan, I believe this morning when I hear you start out about the election process 2025, that the Prime Minister was a coward to announce the date, so him sent you to announce it. Disappointed that he never gave a letter, which him cannot do, but because of shame, he cannot come back to the Jamaican people and said the election date. If that is what you have to come to convince the Jamaican people to give the Jamaican Labour Party the third term, you have failed and failed miserable. And I know when you get home this evening, you're going to say, boy, poor job. I know. So Jamaican, as my brother said a while ago, there is two persons before you. And you, which him show him on how corrupt he are by use $30 million, taxpayer dollars, bring back Miss Dan Rimple in the parliament to pass laws and vote pan law while she's charged with 8 counts of corruption. Why you never talk about that, Mr. Morgan? While you have a councillor in sentence be in the light of Kimberly Brown Lawrence, we have to walk with an exercise book every Wednesday morning for report to the police station as a common criminal. Why you never talk about that, Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan, why you never talk? So you have the likes of Ruel Reid, right? It's in your on a JLP Treasury Department that is before the court for thieving. Mr. Morgan, why you never talk that how much JLP MP from Petrojam, used car, you name it, all San Thief, first in Jamaica history, San Thief off a beach. Why you never talk about that? Those are the things you should have come and talk about, Mr. Morgan. And until you and the Jamaica Labour Party can look directly in the eyes of the Prime Minister, Mr. Morgan, you are no different from the Prime Minister, a common liar and thief, and you should walk in with a book like Kimberly Lawrence to a police station to commit atrocity this morning from the Jamaican people. You're a liar. If you cannot come and tell the Jamaican people the truth that the office of the Prime Minister is compromised by hand your wholeness, and I yield to the floor.
Thank you, Dr. Cole. Thank you. Boy, may I tell you how to listen you talk every single day. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Miss Uncle Sydney, welcome.
Yes, sir, yes.
Time. Chantel,
welcome, man. Welcome.
Line up yourself next, Chantel, and then Trems.
Yes.
So after Uncle Sydney, Chantel,
Yes.
and then Trems. In that order, please.
All right, we have 2 topics, 3 minutes each.
Go ahead.
All right. Sergey, $300,000.
Yes.
What is that? What is that, Sergey? Anybody, whether Labour or PNB, could have give them people $300,000 out of them pocket. Now tell me something now. Good God up at him now. Me and Morgan said if nobody not take it up and talk about it. But nobody no fool like him. No council no give no money cash. A check. Me do gully work, me do chopping, me do gully, me give people work and a check. If I 1 cent you get from council a check. Anyway you get cash now you hand them give out of your pocket.
Yes.
So what can you think people no fool Morgan? Are you on your back? You look like what you say gun on your back. Look like I just say gun. I can't on your head. Oh, people, you think people are fool people if you get up and come check. Which cash? Which council give people cash? I check up your right because it have your account in a book. The deputy, what about the deputy mayor? So I saw him fool then. When that did they do? But a Labour right, so I expect better from you know. $300,000. No, look into this old man, fool man. Sometimes you have to laugh and hear the man attack this morning. And him attack with like he want to put his head high. $300,000. The amount of money where Cliff Hughes get a PM bill and me know hear Cliff Hughes come out and say nothing no go so all now. Me know you know I dispute it. Look how much $1 million pay for Cliff Hughes bill. We know hear nothing about it. Who vote for Cliff Hughes? Where Cliff Hughes come from and give you a paying bill? And I keep big party at your time. Where so I walk one? The press conference, look at this man, me show no say no phone no packet come out. And you talk about $300,000. If Lawrence will get $300,000, every party give with them people money for running an election. Every party do it. To make up for running an election. Whether tell me which JLP party, which JLP, they not give them people money. But out of them pocket, they're not going up in a government. We check their parish council for you and give people money. I check. So far you're going to talk about cash. Go away with that here, man. Why come like say, you don't really want PNP getting mad, you know. You saw we are all we cool. And we just are easy. And just watch the flow. If we don't want we get mad, we not tell we know. Because I come like say, yeah man, me no want to look, you know. We no look some disruption we go on. That's when no go and say yes. Can we start with state of emergency already and all sort of things. So no look them sin. But in lang go on, you know.
Yes.
Second thought in lang go on. I bet you no go easy, you know.
Go and hold it, Uncle Sidney. Go and hold it.
It better no easy on yourself, you know, because no one no try to stir up, you know.
All right.
You know, see?